Okay, let's move on to the other conversation, and this has to do with the Soludo versus the Anambra traders. In Anambra, Governor Charles Soludo's controversial move to close the Onitsha main market, citing traders' continued compliance with Monday sit-at-home directives, has triggered a standoff with market stakeholders. To begin, Governor Soludo, ordering the one-week closure of the Onitsha market. How do you think the state justifies such an extreme measure in light of its responsibility to protect livelihood?
So I do not blame the governor for taking this action. According to the governor, he had pleaded with them for years. He had appealed to them for years. But the Onitsha main market traders refused. This is a market that is described as the largest in West Africa. The governor's argument has always been that the state loses billions of naira every time the market is shut. And so those arguments is okay. How come markets in other states of the Southeast are open on Mondays, but in Anambra State, the market must not open? So the governor just said that, look, this shameful sit-at-home has to end. And as far as it's concerned, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who instituted the sit-at-home in the first place, no longer supports it. And I agree, because already Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said there should only be sit-at-home. Initially, it said there should only be sit-at-home the day that is taken to court. Later on, some traditional rulers and the late senator, Ifeanyi Ubah, went to see him in DSS custody, and he agreed to totally renounce the sit-at-home order. He now said, oh, this thing is counter productive, it's destroying the economy of the Southeast. So I don't even want it anymore. So if Nnamdi Kanu himself said, look, let's put an end to sit-at-home, why would some traders in Anambra State insist that it has to go on? So the governor just said that, okay, he had had enough, and that the traders are grown so accustomed to resting on Mondays. We spend those Mondays gathering at at pubs and simply drinking beer. So the governor, felt, look, this must not continue. A market where traders come all the way from Ghana, Togo, and Benin Republic to buy goods in good quantity, to buy goods in bulk, was already losing its purpose. So for that reason, the governor said, no, if they do not agree to come out on Monday and open the market, then he's going to close it for a whole month. But this is a market where some people depend on that market for their daily pay. So if they do not, if some people do not go to the market in a day, they lose money. So the government felt he was fighting for such people. According to him, those enforcing the sit-at-home are even likely not from Anambra City. So the governor viewed this as pure economic sabotage, something that he had to do something about. and listening to him, said we must operate a fully 5 or 6 day business week. And what frightened the traders was his position that the government holds the authority to revoke land allocation under the Land Use Act if it serves the public interest. So after all the Buhara, the chairman of the Onitsha main market traders, Chijoke Okalugo, pledged that they will begin Monday operations in line with the vision of the government. But he also pleaded that the government should be proactive, give them security to protect traders and customers. If they can achieve this, it could be a very significant development. Because already in Enugu, people go to work on Mondays. Monday is significant for the traders from the southeast because that is the day that they like to open their containers. But this sit at home is making some traders to divert their businesses to states, neighboring states like Akwa Ibom, Delta, and the rest. And there's no way a governor like Soludo, who wants to make much more money from internally generated revenue, will be happy to see this kind of thing continue. So I'm not surprised that he took this extreme action, you know, so that they can put an end to this thing that because as far as I'm concerned, it's a big threat to the economy of the southeast. So the governor just said, look, this has to stop. So we are eager now to see what happens on Monday. It's just 2 days away. Let us see what happens on Monday. The governor, as far as concerned, that there should be no selective sit at home. And the market is too critical for the traders to not go to work on Monday or any day for that matter.
Absolutely. Right. Let me take some comments. We have Atere saying that disclosure is based on the need to know information and can't be disclosed until every facts are investigated. Thomas Egbele says Soludo is absolutely right to declare undue closure of the market as illegal. No government should watch while people are holding its economy by the jugulars. His government must adopt measures to provide security. And Nelson says, has governor provided adequate security in case there is an attack? If yes, the governor should prove to the traders with security in place. Trader not opening on Mondays be banned from trading. We also have other comments. Ifunaya Okeke says, closing the market won't stop fear. Security on the roads will. Chukwudi Eze, governor is right. You can't keep the economy hostage forever. Marianne Nwankwo says, easy to talk from government house. Traders are the ones risking their lives. And Uche Obi saying, Soludo is thinking long-term. Anambra can't develop with weekly shutdowns. Biko, the concern here is largely based on security. And there are some others who are saying that, well, they'll just go on Mondays, they'll fill in their name in the register, they'll open their shop, leave it open, and then go back home. And when it's time for closing, they will come back and lock the shop. They've marked attendance on for that Monday, and then they resume normal duty on Tuesday. But other commentators are saying their concern is largely on security. That how assuredly as the governor, you know, I mean, how much assurance has the governor given the people of Anambra to attend or to actually open their shops on Mondays, especially with these guys that can strike at any time without any prior notice? What do you say regarding the security of things?
I think that our people must not be captive of fear. But when the people become captive of fear, all of these issues that are sometimes exaggerated will continue to haunt them. I joined others to interview Governor Soludo on a Sunday. The following day, we traveled in the morning to Enugu. We drove through that road to Enugu. So take a flight to Lagos. Nothing happened to us. I just had the feeling that, look, let us travel, let's go by road. So we traveled from Oka all the way to Enugu. Nothing happened to us. The governor of Enugu State, from the beginning, he said he will not allow this to sit at us. And he implemented that policy. Markets open on Mondays in Enugu State. Markets open. So the people themselves need to come out of their shell. Some time ago, support for this sit at home was organic. But the moment Nnamdi Kanu himself said, look, we are not interested in sit at home anymore. After Eze Chukwuemeka Obugad went to see him and some other highly placed people, he said, no more sit at home for me. So who are the people who are more Catholic than the Pope who are now insisting, cultists, non-state actors who are now insisting that people should sit at home? When the person who instituted the idea is no longer interested in it. So this is concern for me. We can't continue like this. Why should schools open on Saturdays in Anambra State just to make up for the fact that on Monday they didn't open? So it takes determination. It takes political will on the part of the governor to say, look, enough is enough. And the governor said that he will provide security. So if he will provide security for the traders, I believe that the traders have no reason to not go to work on Mondays. They have to find a way to end this sit at home, because it's destroying the economy of the Southeast.
Right. Interesting. And we have Abdurrahman Sadiq saying this is less about punishment and more about authority. Pascal Ofor says dialogue would have worked better than sealing shops. Rita Ogwefi, Monday sit at home has turned from protest to economic self-harm. And both sides, I mean, Victor Anayo saying that both sides are right and both sides are wrong. All right, BKO, you're actually in transit, and then we need to let you go. A final word. I believe that we will have you back in Nigeria.
Dialogue will have worked. The governor said he has been begging them for 4 years. So he's been appealing to them that, look, this thing should not continue. I will provide the security that you need. But they didn't listen. But now the same people have said, okay, we are ready to go to work on Mondays if you will provide security. Security has been guiding the market now. At least 150 security operatives guiding the market since the governor shut it. So I believe that the same way that sit at home fails in Enugu markets, if the people of Anambra are determined to put an end to it, it will happen. It will happen.
That's right. We'll see what happens. Monday is just around the corner. We wish everyone at the nature markets, safe markets. We wish that they all stay alive, and I wish them happy selling and more sales. Yes. You're actually in transit, and I believe that we'll be having you back in Nigeria any moment now, BKO.
Yes. Thank you. I had
Absolutely.
a busy time in Kenya. Yeah, I attended the training, and I'm happy to leave Kenya to come home.
Absolutely. We can't wait to have you back. I'll see you. May you have safe landing back to Nigeria.
Thank you.
That's our show for today's edition of Issues with Jide. Special thanks to you, Babajide Kolade Otutoju, for those insightful analyses, as always, BKO. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you to our esteemed viewers. I had to do this in the airport, but it's fine.
Absolutely.
It's so important to do the show, no matter the situation and place where we find ourselves.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, BK. And thank you to our audience for keeping our company on every edition. You can see the program anytime, again, by subscribing to our YouTube channel, TVC News Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button to get the latest information. You can also follow us on our social media platforms at TVC News NG. I'm also at Ibrahim_Shita. On behalf of the rest of the team, I'm Ibrahim Shita. See you again next edition. Bye for now.